Hi, everyone. This is Laurece West, business voice and peak performance coach. We're in the middle of a larger series about how to stay centered under pressure. And we're in a mini series on feeling successful because there's a lot of material around feeling successful in order to stay centered under pressure. One of the things that the people who are experts in the law of attraction, which is Abraham by Esther and Jerry Hicks. You can look up Esther Hicks, Jerry Hicks, Abraham, or the Law of Attraction on YouTube, and you can look at those videos. And also, another student of the Law of Attraction is Lynn Grabhorn, and her book, Excuse Me, Your Life is Waiting. And one of the things that they are talking about is what kind of feelings we need to be in order for things to go well in our lives and to manifest the next level of our goals, our visions, and our dreams. One of the things that they say is that lower energy vibrating feelings, such as fear, doubt, worry, stress, and I include in there fatigue and sickness, but also anger, jealousy, frustration. Those feelings do not actually get us what we want. And you can understand that, right? If you're around someone who's frustrated or angry, it's like, it's not naturally attractive, let's say that. And that the emotions that are the highest energy are love, grace, faith, gratitude. Those feelings, I think grace is not a feeling. I'm wrong about that. Grace is like given, right? But love, faith, gratitude, appreciation, satisfaction is a little bit lower, but love, faith, and gratitude are the highest. And so that when we're in those feelings, then things actually go really well. Now, that makes sense on a very basic level, that if we're around someone who's loving or happy or grateful, they're very attractive, right? But they're teaching us that on a much larger level, manifesting our goals and our visions, it's essential to have really good energy feelings. Okay, so let's talk about this. If you want to move to a higher level in anything, singing, performing, professional singing, professional speaking, your business, what we need to do is, of course, associate with people who are at that higher level. They are vibrating at a different level than people who are like, I can't make it, they're not making it, or they're just not doing it, right? So they say, think about the 5 people that you are associating with, because that's how your life is going to be. So if we get ourselves into situations where we can be around those people either as mentors or as inspirations to us, we will literally move to a higher level because we are vibrating at a different level. So what they're talking about is that we can think all we want. I want to do this. I want to be there. Of course, I work with people because there's a lot of unconscious stuff that's going on. For example, there may be unconscious anxiety around money. Someone just told me that recently. They said, I had no idea how anxious I was around money. So there can be family stuff, and hers was because her parents grew up in the Depression. So there's a lot of anxiety around money that in that time period. So there can be multi-generational stuff. So we can say, I'm gonna earn this much more money, blah, blah, blah. And our feelings are like, anxiety. And so it's like we have our foot on the gas and our foot on the brake at the same time. Or we might not even believe we can do what we want to do. There could be limiting beliefs around that. So the thoughts have energy also. They have there's feelings associated with the thoughts. So we want to get in alignment with what we're saying we want and what our feelings are around it. And that apparently is the combination for manifesting success. Now, independently, I have surveyed people, and I think there are some people who have a lot of feelings. They know their feelings, they know their abundance of feelings. Then there's other people who are not really that touch in their feelings with their feelings. I actually have fallen in this camp. I thought for years it was because I was a scientist and I had to be logical. But I think in retrospect, it's because my mom was in this camp, had an overabundance of feelings, a lot of rage, and wanted me to feel the way she felt a lot. So for me, my defense mechanism was like, I'm not going there. So whether, I think we all come by these things honestly. But either way, for people who do not fall in I know what my feelings are camp, or I know them 2 days later or 3 days later, and we're wanting to manifest things, we can go in through our senses. We can future pull, which is another concept. Is like, if I was at this level, this next level, who is that person? What clothes would I wear? In fact, I've been upgrading my wardrobe because that person at the next level would dress sharper. And then what would they smell? What you know what kind of scent, for example, or would it be fresh air, or would it be, some perfume, or cologne, or, what would they be eating? What's that higher level food? What would they be hearing? What kind of sensation, what kind of fabric, or what kinds of things would they, maybe fine leather from a nice car, etc. That's another way to get into our feelings, through our senses. So the idea is to get the mental space in alignment with the feelings, so that that higher energy person who is confident at that higher level is in alignment with the passion, because that energy is so big that apparently it goes out and it mixes with other people at that same level. So for example, if someone is really not feeling like they can make ends meet, apparently that energy and that those thought forms go out and mix with other people at that same level. It's like attracts like. And we know this from friendships, right? But that energy also, that emotional energy, that mental energy goes out and comes back to reconfirm what the person thought. Oh my gosh, there's another bill, there's another, stress that is manifesting. And when we can transform that, and this is part of the work that I do with people for peak performance, because it changes everything. It changes the way they do business, the way people are attracted to them, etc. Then opportunities manifest, because we're sending it out. The energy is mixing with that higher level, that good energy, and it's being reflected back to us, so that we're able to bring things into our life much faster. So I would love to hear your experience with what I've just been teaching you. Please leave your comments. And until next time, sing, speak, and do business with your heart. Take good care.